Brand new for 2013 is our Team Wild Gear Show, where we bring you the coolest and latest hunting gear from around the world. First up, we have a look at the awesome Deerhunter Rusky gear designed for extreme cold weather hunting. Now, many of you will be familiar with Deerhunter clothing, but what you may not be so familiar with is the Rusky part. Rusky is their extreme cold weather gear, and Team Wild have used it all over the world. It has a Deertex membrane between the outer shell and inner shell, which keeps it not only windproof but waterproof as well. On the inside there's a material called Xtra, which gives it a high level of thermal protection whilst keeping it nice and lightweight. And the gear I'm using today is in the brand new Realtree Xtra. The Deerhunter 4-in-1 Rusky jacket is a brilliant bit of kit. It has an inner fleece for extra warmth, and with a Deertex lining, it's been tested down to an amazing -30 degrees. It's also bursting with features. It has an adjustable, zipped hood, a fully reversible fleece, detachable, frost-proof buttons. It's got underarm ventilation, cuffs with Velcro and neoprene, side vents with poppers, and a two-way zip with storm cover. And like the jacket, the Rusky trousers are 100% waterproof, 100% windproof, and 100% breathable. They're also packed with features. Front pockets, rear pockets, side pockets, knife pockets, studded sides, which makes them easier to get on and off, and also a zipper to get them down over your boots. And also in this Deerhunter range, we have the Rusky bibs. Again, packed with features, 100% waterproof, windproof and breathable. A two-way zip with frost-proof buttons, strong suspender belt, side pocket, inner pockets, elasticated waist, which comes in handy, and they're zipped from the waist down to the leg with storm cover to make them easy to get on and off over trousers. Okay, we've gone over the features of this awesome Deerhunter Rusky gear, but someone who can tell us a bit more about how the stuff operates in the field is Team Wild's Ian Harford. Let's go and have a chat with him. How you doing, Ian?
Hello, Monsieur Keith. How are you doing?
So, come on, tell us, how does this gear perform in the field? You've used it, where have you used it?
So Keith, it's funny you should ask that. I've taken the Deerhunter Rusky and Realtree Xtra on some of my epic fall hunts this year. I took it up to Wyoming for my elk hunt with Wolverine Creek. I've taken it to Slovenia, up in the Alps, hunting chamois. And I've also taken it to Czech Republic in 1.5 feet of snow on my driven wild boar hunt. So it's been in some pretty exciting conditions, and it has delivered, whatever the temperature, whatever the conditions. So you could say it's had a bit of an extensive workout.
For sure. How did it operate out in Wyoming when you're on the horses?
Yeah, now what I really like about the bibs, as opposed to the trousers, is that when you're riding a horse, if you're wearing trousers and you've got a belt tightened, because I am a economy sized person, you may not have noticed that, but I am carrying a little bit of weight, then it can be slightly uncomfortable if you're bent over all the time and you're wearing trousers. But the bibs, they allow a lot more freedom of movement. Also, when you jump off the horse, and Ryan Lakovic is a pretty fit mountain guy, if he runs at the mountain, you've got to follow him. You've got to get on those animals really, really quick. You get one shot at it, or otherwise you've blown it. So sometimes you can build up a little bit of heat. And the great thing about these Rusky bibs is that they've got a full-length zip that starts right the way at the top, so that when you get back on your horse, a little bit of thigh there for the ladies, you can open them up, relax, plenty of airflow in there and cools you down. So although the Rusky is a nice, warm, insulated kit, it's also lots of air movement and lots of ventilation. But what I prefer to use a Rusky for when I'm being active is actually to wear it, you know, as a layer when I get to the top. I tend to take the jacket off, hike in my thermals or in my underwear, and when we get to the top of the mountain, we already start glassing for game. You take it out of the bag, you put it on, and -16, -17 degrees when we're up in Slovenia, and it kept me super warm and super comfy. So packed full of useful features. I was slightly nervous about taking it away with me on extreme hunts, because to be honest with you, I like to take stuff that I know I've used in the field here successfully. But when it got up there, it performed better than anything else I've ever taken. And bearing in mind, this is my second time I've been over to Wyoming, so I know what to expect. Sometimes you get a foot of snow overnight, sometimes it's minus 20 degrees, sometimes even colder when you're in the wind chill. But overall, phenomenal performance, and I'm really happy with them. And then you can come back here, you can shoot them with air guns or go out shooting rats. Maybe a little bit warm for you, I'd say.
Yeah, a little bit warm for the rat shooting in this weather. Yeah.
Yeah, but overall now I was really pleased.
Yeah, and when I tried the stuff on earlier on, I was very surprised at the how lightweight it was. And considering it goes down to minus 30 degrees, you know, you're expecting to be wearing loads and loads of layers. But you've just got the jacket, the bib or whatever, the trousers. Excellent. Really
well, I still layer up underneath them, because one of the things that's very important, if you're going extreme hunting, you need to regulate your body temperature. You can't just rely on one jacket, and this is a heavy jacket. Don't get me wrong, folks, this is a heavy insulated jacket. So still layer up underneath. I wouldn't use this for moving around too much. If you're sat in a high seat like I was in the Czech Republic, then yeah, you need to wear it, and you need to wear insulation underneath it. But as soon as you start moving, you need to get airflow in there. So it does have the features, such as the flaps here and also the underarm ventilation, but do layer up underneath and only put the jacket on when you need it. When you're stood still, you should be cold, because otherwise when you start moving, you're going to overheat. So that's my tip for extreme hunting conditions. Okay. So if you want to go extreme hunting and you don't want to get cold, Deerhunter Rusky in Realtree Xtra, that's the stuff for you.
For more information on the Deerhunter Rusky, visit www.deerhunter.eu. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for our brand new daily programming as we bring you the widest variety of hunting videos on YouTube. Tune in next week for the Ontario Knife Company review and our all new 2013 lineup.